Hello, my name's Bev and I'm the author of the book Please Eat, A Mother's Struggle to Free Her Teenage Son from Anorexia, which describes our family's battle with the deadly eating disorder, anorexia nervosa, which my teenage son Ben developed back in 2009 when he was just 15 years old. This next post from the 8th of June 2011 is also about progress, the way that Ben really was coming along splendidly, and much of it was thanks to the contracts and also, of course, the fact that he had embraced the contracts himself and was keen to work with me and with it. And this post is called Points Being Awarded Thick and Fast. We're into week 12 of the recovery contract and it's still doing its job. And yesterday saw a massive 7 points awarded, including the first full day at school. 3 points. Yes, I know, he had to be there because he had 2 exams, but he still managed it perfectly okay. You see, one of the main issues about being in school for a full day is that the eating disorder taunts him for sitting around doing nothing all day when he could be exercising. Until very recently this was a major problem, but since we devised an exercise contract as part of the overall contract, it's been much more successful. Also, the contract has enabled us to examine how everything falls into place over the long term, thus avoiding knee-jerk reactions to weighing sessions, which in the past resulted in us staying in limbo land for ages. Overcoming challenges as being key too, with points awarded for certain challenges. Then, when challenges are no longer a challenge and part of normal life, they stop earning points, and we regularly discuss where he's at as regards particular challenges and whether or not he still sees them as challenges. Yesterday's challenges, for example, included eating a normal lunch at school in the dining hall with his friends and eating a large evening meal made from fatty lamb, complete with extras like onion barges and samosas, despite having been sitting around all day doing nothing at school. It is getting to a tricky phase, however, those last few kilo. This is often the hardest part for anyone recovering from anorexia, and Ben said today that he feels he's about to tip over the edge. So it's going to take some careful juggling on our part to ensure the transition between here and where he should be. Unfortunately, he still feels he's absolutely fine at his present weight. And that's the end of that blog post. So massive progress in June 2011. Obviously still quite a few things to address, but that's bound to be the case. It was never going to be an instant magic hey presto solution. It was going to be something that moulded into Ben's needs as time went on, and as he managed one challenge very well and it no longer became a challenge, that will be put aside as being part of normal life now, and he'd take on another challenge and work on that as well. So all this was really, really good news. And if at any time he found that he wasn't managing a particular challenge, we'd look at why he thinks that was, what could be done better, what would help him more. How could I help? How could Cams help? That kind of thing. So it was very, very much a team effort between me and Ben, and our psychiatrist at Cams thought it was a wonderful idea too. She was watching it with great interest. So I had her support too, which was excellent. Thank you for listening. You'll find a link below to my blog, And you'll also find a link to my website where you can download free PDFs of my blog, and also a link to Amazon where you can buy a copy of my book.